the colors. Summer love, lonesome dove, folded on the lawn chair in all the colors. Summer love.
Hi everyone, welcome back to a sunny day at Princeton. After like a really cold couple of weeks, it's really warm today and super nice, so I think spring is finally here. Today's also the day of the eclipse, so my friends and I might try to catch that as much as possible. It's not gonna go into like full totality or whatever here, but hopefully we'll get to see something. And then I have some schoolwork to do for the rest of the day, especially this intro that I have to write for my thesis. So yeah, psych, you thought I was done. I thought I was done, but turns out for my department I have to write a critical introduction to the creative thing, which is around like 5,000 to 6,000 words, which is not a small amount. And I kind of just found this out a couple weeks ago, so that'll be really interesting because I have to work on that this week. And I also have just like my regular schoolwork as well as an application for a scholarship for post-grad and stuff like that. So truly the grind never stops, and at this point I'm a little tired of the grind. I think she's getting a little burnt out. The good weather is giving me a lot of energy. Hopefully we'll be able to have some fun and also get all this stuff done and not feel too stressed throughout. Selfishly, I kind of wanted, you know, these last couple of vlogs from school to be like free, like so beautiful, having the best time of my life vibes, but you know, obviously work goes on and I have more work than I thought I did, but hopefully this can accompany you guys on whatever you are working on as well. So yeah, welcome back. Let's go see this eclipse.
Tastes the worst, but I'm giving you context. Yo!
First of all, before anything, I'm so sorry about the false alarm last week. I am now finally done with my full thesis, and I turned it into my conflict department after the creating writing department a couple of weeks ago. As expected, it was incredibly anticlimactic, just like a PDF submission for a year's worth of work, but it is finally truly done. Honestly, I feel more just relieved than anything that it's off my chest. It's submitted. I can't do anything about it. We are done. Yeah, I don't want to bore you guys with my thesis rants any longer, but now that I've been free for about, you know, an hour, I think I'm just thinking about how it feels like the past couple of months I haven't really been enjoying anything, which is not great. It just kind of feels like time has stretched on and on with a lot of things to do and a lot of things to think about, but like I was saying, I don't know if I was feeling really excited or just stimulated in a good way about honestly anything. I feel like that both burnt me out but also got me kind of just really wanting to feel like excited about something and just like I'm doing things I enjoy again. And I think in that way, for the last month of school, which I now have a week left of classes and a month left till graduation, I feel like it's nice because I feel very clearly that I want to enjoy myself. and just kind of reconnect to people and things that I love. And yeah, so in a way I feel kind of more motivated and excited, even though I feel extremely academically burnt out. So yeah, I hope there's a little bit more exciting content coming in the future, since I will hopefully be having a bit more fun now. But for today, I wanted to share a couple of things that have been bringing me a lot of joy just like this past week and getting me excited about art and life and all these things again. One of them is music. I had a really big music lull for like honestly the whole school year, where I wasn't really listening to a ton of things that I was super enjoying, and or like I don't think I felt very motivated to like look for new artists or new music at all. And because I feel like music isn't like my one and only passion, it doesn't necessarily like bother me, but when I do find artists that I really like or an album I really like, it just makes life so much better, because you can listen to it as much as you want and just like kind of color your world with that music, which I love. And I have recently found an artist that I absolutely adore, a Korean indie artist called Meaningful Stone in English, or Kim Tor in Korean. And she sounds to me a lot kind of like Biba Doobie, maybe even like Muna, or not Phoebe Bridgers, but like kind of that vibe. It's really, really nice, her stuff. I have been listening to her album. It's called A Call from My Dream, or A Call from a Dream or something, over and over again. Songs Cobalt, Most, Dancing in the Rain are also so good. The Fifth Spring is also an incredible song of hers. So I've been listening to all of these on repeat. She's basically been the soundtrack of my past week. She just gives me such great spring energy and also like renewal energy as I leave college and go into my post-grad life. I've also been listening quite a bit to Beyonce's new album, Cowboy Carter. And I know it's like obviously gotten a ton of hype, but I honestly really enjoy quite a few of the songs on that album. I really like American Requiem, which is the first one, and then obviously Texas Hold'em, and yeah, Two Most Wanted. And then I also like Protector a lot, 16 Carriages too, yeah. And also one of my favorite artists, Bleachers, just came out with their newest album. I haven't listened to everything, but they have a lot of like kind of 80s pop energy, and there's a song called Tiny Moves on that album that I've been absolutely loving, and the music video is really beautiful as well. And I know Taylor's new album is coming out in a couple of days, which, I mean, every time Taylor's albums come out, they basically become the soundtrack of my life at that moment. So I'm very excited for that. But yeah, it's been a very good music week, and I feel like it's kind of been getting me through just all the thesis stuff and all feeling like, you know, something's ending. It always excites me to find just like new artists and new songs that I really enjoy, so hopefully some of those recs you'd like as well. And then one thing I'm really trying to prioritize for the next little bit is getting back into reading. I don't know if you guys have noticed that much, but I haven't had reading content on this channel in over a year, which is kind of sad because it is one of my favorite things to talk about, but I think in general I've just kind of lost a lot of direction and or passion about reading in the recent, like year or so, mostly because I think it felt like I had a lot of other stuff to do, but I'm getting back into it, and I miss talking about books, and I miss writing about books in a very like sort of more casual, not academic, but more just like kind of fun book clubby way. So I think I'm definitely going to join some book clubs this summer. I'm also thinking of doing either like a Substack or a log of like the reviews of books I read, and uploading more book videos to this channel every couple of months, so hopefully look out for those. The book that kind of got me just re-inspired for all of this was this one, called Songs on Endless Repeat by Anthony Villas-Nassau. He is an incredible writer, one of my favorites from one work of his, which is called After Parties, collection of short stories, and he kind of really tragically passed away after, I think before that was even published, at like age 28 or something, so that is the only full published work we have of his, but this is a collection of his essays that were published and or excerpts from his novel that he was writing at the time, and I am loving it. Really loved After Parties. I think what he was doing for just like literature in general, but especially Asian American literature, was honestly groundbreaking and incredible. He just has such like a fiery sort of like funny way of writing and like creating a community and creating a world that feels so real, and is getting away from kind of like the wishy-washy, like wistful Asian American writing that I personally am sick of. And so I loved his stuff. Unfortunately, I guess this is probably the last thing that I'll read by him, which is really sad. But if you are interested in like a good read, I would definitely recommend this one, and After Parties if you haven't read it yet. I think his fiction is honestly just like his best work, but also the essays and the way he talks about reading and like TV and all this stuff, it just kind of got me thinking, like, I want to talk more critically is kind of a bad word, but just like more seriously about the things I read and what I consume and stuff. Like, I don't want to just like absorb, and I kind of feel like it got me reconnected to like how fun it is to talk about things like books you're reading or music or movies you're watching, or I don't know, other thoughts you're having. So yeah, that's sort of where I'm at, and hopefully I'll come back with more stuff that incorporates all of those things. I hope you liked those recs for now. And yeah, I think I'm going to just enjoy this book for a little bit, try and finish it before I get dinner with Mindy tonight.